Welcome everybody to the I Hate Quebec Association Season 3 Power Rankings. It's meme league. You're not supposed to be watching this if you're not in the league. It doesn't matter. I think just Johan asked me, he was like, hey, Zane, do PRs. And I was like, oh, yeah, sure, buddy. Let me see. Ooh, an Insurgence League. Hey, I've never played a minute of this. I have no idea what is going on. There's Delta, there's uh, spiders and shit. I don't even know what's going on. So, I thought I could go to the Insurgents wiki. I could look these guys up, see if they're typing in their stats, and just get like a rough idea and ballpark some PRs. And then I said, ballpark, huh? Well, I've been YouTube algorithm's been kind of serving me up some backyard baseball videos, and I've been watching some of those. It's a fun thing. So I thought, why? Who the fuck cares about Insurgents? Let's just rank these teams based on if they were baseball teams. I said, hey, there's 11 man rosters. That's perfect for 3 pitchers, and then the rest of the positions. We'll have a starting pitcher, relief pitcher, closing a pitcher. And you may be thinking to yourself, well, baseball, right? That's basically just ranking which teams have the most like anthropomorphic humanoid Pokemon. Yeah, pretty much. Uh, I didn't get too into it, like, oh, this Blastoise can use its hydro pump cannon to launch the ball as though he's throwing. As kind of like I did that a little bit, and it's not just like, oh, a flying type can fly anywhere and catch any ball. So like, you know, Ninjask would be the greatest baseball player in history because it could just fly and catch it. You know what I mean? It's just like we're digging around here. So without further ado, let's get on to 12th place. And oh, it's Gareth. So right off the bat, you're gonna see only a handful of bonds with like hands. I haven't thought through any of this, by the way. So I put some little runners out in the field. He does have type null, which I do have the St. Louis Cardinals as my team. So I literally gave it better like ranking stats. I, I don't know, like it's completely arbitrary, but I basically ranked things 1 through 5 on hitting, fielding, and base running. That's it, and it's pretty arbitrary. I tried to be consistent when you have like Great Tusk and Don Fan and Iron Treads all there. Like I would give them like kind of like similar stats and roles, so I don't just like arbitrarily like oh one. I think Iron Treads would actually be the best baseball. It doesn't really make sense, right? So yeah, so it was just that's how it went. And then only the pitchers got pitchers for some extra bonus. But yeah, overall, you can see Camerupt is over there on first base. Maybe he could catch the ball in his goo a little bit. Left field, Great Tusk can kind of roll around and do his rollout stuff. I pretty much every team is going to have some loser in right field, at least from a baseball perspective, because I figured, oh, most hitters are right-handers and they pull it to the left field. Um, is that how it works? I don't know, but yeah, it's got a cool team. You got a couple like I think Tentacool with Vine Whip throwing action, Delta or whatever Frost last Delta Mega Frost. I literally don't. I have the pictures up, and I don't remember who's what anymore. But it's got little fireballs that's like the baseball can pitch those. He made a trade. I think he has like Ruin Metagross there and catcher, and then he had Spider Metang, and he traded it for Golisopod. I don't know if that's any better. It's better for baseball. Golisopod has some arms. Uh, so overall, you can tell kind of why this team ranked just a little bit lower in terms of how you'd expect it to do. I was like Vigavolt can do like a little Vigavolt can basically set itself up as like a pitching machine just to close it out just on like the Zappy railgun. But it looks like a cool team. It's got Fraud Rye on there, so you know again it's all made up. But yeah, too bad for Gareth. That means in 11th place coming up, it's Ozan gonna lead the Fire Nation to 11th place in PRs. So of course, off the bat, similar issue. We got Iron Treads out in left field. He's gonna be able to roll around. I put a lot of flying types in center field. Neubert's gonna fly around. I'm assuming they're not flying like cheating flying, but they can get some air. Mega Eevee, could not tell you what it does. But some cool, very cool like deltas or whatever custom ons on the thing. A little bramble pre bramble in the Delta Tangela in right field is pretty cool. Uh, the superior, it's literally just like different color with scales. Not the coolest design. The Dragonite's interesting. I really like the Raichu. He's neat. He's like using his tail as like a propeller or something, and then just like literally Scizor but blue, so it's a nice type. So not even the best designs. A handful of Anthropomorphs here. Gonna be able to do it. Is this like a rain? Is there a rain somewhere on this team? By the way, because you have like Overquill and Arch. Is Delta Serp got drizzle or something? Or like I said, I sort of looked up the types just because they were near the top of the wiki. But yeah, the team's gonna struggle. Pretty much similar issues than or compared to Garrett's team. I thought the pitching on this team might be a little bit better, but but that's fine. So that's gonna bring up next in 10th place. It's gonna be Tiff. Tiff getting a little bit better. Some cool pitching options. I'm sure Zeraora is gonna be a beast on the mound. Mian Shao is gonna have some technique, and the Hoopa with 6 arms. Pwah, pwah, pwah. I'm not sure if that Hoopa's cool or not. It's got a lot going on in the art. Delta Lantern, pretty neat. The Delta Mega Pidgeot looking very cool. Like it's unrecognizable as a Pidgeot, but who cares? And then but you still got your weak links. Clodsire just gonna be flopping around kind of anywhere. Good thing he's cute. Cryogonal, a ball kid gets hit too hard, it's just gonna shatter. I mean, some of these guys, it's just I had to put them somewhere. I usually try to put like the best non-pitcher anthropomorph in shortstop because that's just kind of like the glue position in infield. And then catcher and first base are just like I think they could catch it. Ferrothorn, he's like usually like a big blocky boy. I put it in center so I can at least block the ball. And again, I literally have no idea if this is a decent team or not. But there's some cool stuff on here. Giraffe Rig, probably not amazing ever, but we'll live with it, and we'll see if Tiff can prove me wrong by playing Battle. What did you want from me? Hey, Demons in 9th place. So honestly, pretty similar. I I don't really know why he did particularly better than the others. I guess I rated his fielding a little bit higher for whatever reason. So yeah, Zatu flying around in center field. Rotamo keeping the grass fresh. You got some anthropomorphs in the pitcher. Tangrowth, I think, would be a pretty good catcher. You'd use Vine Whip stuff. Um, Tatsugiri, I think, ended up in first base by default. Mega Chatot, pretty cool guy. He looks like he's pretty sporty. And then Pheasant, similarly, some birdage here. I don't know. Do you think like whatever that thing's called, Bisharp evolved form? Hold on, I know what that thing's called. Supreme Overlord, King Gambit. I ain't editing this shit. All right. King Gambit could come in with the closing pitcher with Fallen Kingdom. What is this ability called? Apparently, I haven't played Gen 9, let alone Insurgence. So I don't know. The teams get a little bit better. There's definitely some weak points, but I feel like Spiritomb and Relicanth and Tatsu are kind of like the three like non like there's no justification for them playing baseball. Most of the rest have enough shape to them to count it. So you only move up into 9th, which leaves us into 8th, which is Sark, our favorite guy. His month is ending. Rest in peace. But this team is kind of neat. It's similar thing about like a Torkoal that's not really gonna play baseball. The Delta like Luxury, whatever that is, he's got like the Japanese like thug, but like he that's a character that would be in like the sports anime who's just like serious. I forgot what the haircut is called. The yeah, I don't know. But he's gonna be scrappy. Beware looks like a sick baseball player. Gonna be a power hitter. Some good heat on the mound. I think whatever that is, Delta Water Lilligant is a pretty cool design. The Delta Lucario is very interesting. It's like that it's cool. It's too like to create a custom Pokemon Slurs to do this. Like it has always been too close to home, but there's mons that already exist that are like that. Yeah, the gouging fire isn't really going to do too much. So, and then this is a sun team with a setter, so we can do stuff. Delta Melodic or whatever the hell that is, or Delta Mega Melodic. I don't, or any is it it's something on this team? Like is that Delta? I don't know. No, there's just a Mega Melodic. This is regular. I don't know. Again, I don't know why I'm even trying. So there's some cool guys on this team. Shiftry is like really weird looking freak. Well, I guess Shiftry's already weird looking freak, and then Norman's gonna fly around. So definitely some cool bonds on this team. I think this is where we start to get a little bit more coherent in our team makeup. And right as I say that, we move on into seventh place. It's Jay with the to scale Delta Whale, which I'm assuming that's like a story thing that he looks like that. I don't know. It's a strange looking thing. But yeah, the super cool Vespiquen rocketing off into space, Crobat in center field to fly around and catch stuff. I thought the Delta Trevenant, the Cherry Blossom Trevenant, looked really good because he's got like built-in bat arms, so you could just use that and be hitting them. Lost it a little bit in pitching because Honchkrow seems like he could throw some pitches, annihilate, just kind of anthropomorph, and then Starmie I just kind of made it up. I'm like he's gonna like spin and like launch the ball somehow. We got Spider Metagross looking cool at catcher. He's a spider. But then you got like the Arcanine and the Zeb and the Superior that don't really like still fit in. So this team's got some like unique things that I think boosted it up in the playability. But we'll see if that holds in the regular season. Moving on to sixth, it is Russell. Fuck this guy. He sucks. I hate him. Except for when he's based like 1 out of 10 times. Redemption. So this team, we got some heat here. We got some good anthropomorphs on the pitcher. Very good pitching. I expect for Russ. I think the Delta Blaziken, Delta Mega. No, that's Mega Typhlosion. Just Delta Blaziken, looking pretty cool. I guess there's like we got Anubis Lucario. This is like raw Blaziken. So I'm assuming there's one more like Egyptian kind of guy. He kind of loses it a little bit. I think Hydreigon good at center field. I think like Porygon, Vileplume, and the right side of the field. A little bit struggling, but I really like that's Delta Regice. I think Delta Regice is super cool looking. I love that design. Um, and Crustle is just going to be a nice wall like catcher. So I think this is like about where stopped making. I started making shit up. I made shit up more. Um, Honestly, I don't know. It's all arbitrary. I'm trying to justify it. It's made up PRs. There's no point to this. It's kind of fun to see them out on the field though, and we'll just move on because I don't care. Just whatever. Dusk, who I think is the Dusk I know. It's just the doc just has like singular word coach names, right? So we got some fun mons here too. That's I think that's Mega Donphan, which is just insane looking. So he's slotted in the left field with the rest of the elephants. We got Galvantula slinging webs up there to catch the ball. I'm gonna say that's somehow legal. Trash Alamomola in right field, not going to do much. But Ursaring's going to be very good. He's just bear, but he's like anthropomorphic bear enough. The rest of the infield basemen probably not doing amazing, but I like Snorlax down there at catcher. That's Delta Reggie Steel. I think no one drafted Delta Reggie Rock, but that's a cool guy, little Magma Lord. It's Delta Sceptile looking pretty cool, and then Delta Meloetta Mime. She can face me, that's for sure. Moving on, Ian in number fourth. What the fuck am I talking about? So we got Oh, we got Tropical Trevor out in right field. Maybe not the best baseball player, but he'll find a way to make it work. We got a Delta Yan Mega looking pretty cool. That's a nice design. Brought together pretty well. And then Mega Melodic. So the outfield looking well enough. Oh, we got Sneasler's going to be a baller. We got Zarud built for ball. I really didn't know where to put Venusaur. I don't know what that thing like does. I assume it's still planty enough to have like vines to maybe throw it, or it's like a psychic type, so it can use like ESP to launch the ball. I don't know. We got a cool Delta Charizard who is a pretty cool design. I kind of like it. He's a he's a spooky guy. Rotom Refrigerator has arms more than Rotom, so that gives it a bonus. Heatran, he's got like a little magma body. He can catch the ball in that. And a classic Crustal at catcher. I think this team is pretty well rounded, right? It's kind of what you're looking for. You want to be able to bring players that can do it all. They can rotate if they need to. They can pinch hit. I don't know. I'm making it all up, which leads us into number three. We're getting close to the end. Thank God. We got Annie and the full Delta squad. Show this to somebody in like 2005 and be like, "What is this real?" I don't know if you could convince them it was real ever, because most of these are not. I want to say they're not good, but this is like the epitome of we're just having fun with it. Delta Ludicolo is probably like the greatest thing I've ever seen. I love that design so much. The Ambipom's cool for sure. I think that's Delta Bisharp. Pretty decent. Who's that at the bottom? Sorry, I got something covering my thing. Is that Delta Hydreigon or something? He's pretty cool looking. Is that even right? Yeah, he's cool. The Golurk, I love the Golurk design. It's again like two on the nose. I think that's like, is that Mega Zoroark? Delta Mega Zoroark or something? He's pretty cool looking. He's a little bit more realistic. Looks like a monster beast out of like Naruto or something. The Chandelure is insane, and then the the rest are just goofy looking. So I just you see like six things with arms, and you go, yeah, that tracks. This is in third. But fine, Annie did basically what I would do and just only draft new fun stuff because it's an Insurgence league and nothing is real. So no matter what happens, you can just say it's not a real league. Go 0-9. Who cares? It's not real. Uh, but in second place, we got Mortal. We got the basic regular Don fan holding it up in left field, showing everyone up. We got Delta Driftblim floating around. He's gonna drift over, catch a ball or two. Knuckle Stack ain't doing shit. We got Rotom in shortstop, probably the most hand having Rotom form, so he's gonna be able to play it up. We got Clefable waving at us. Hi Clefable, third base. Scyther a little bit tough, probably a decent hitter. I don't know, maybe not the greatest fielder because he's got slice for hands. Shut up. And I don't know how catchable it is. I believe it got the big branch arms, gonna be able to catch balls in it. Probably, I don't know. Then Greninja, Darmanitan, and Charizard, all pretty spooky. The Delta Darmanitan is very cool looking. Doesn't look very Pokemon-y, but looks very cool. Let me just see. Just a regular Metagross. Just a regular Metagross. And catcher because that's where I decided to put it. So Mortal and number two looking playable. And as I go through these, there's literally it's just insane. It's just, and if you know who's in this league and you've done the math, you already know who's in first. It's Johan, our favorite Luxembourg resident, keeping it real. Whatever, dude. How is this team in first? You saying like a unknown out in the field and a Torterra? Fuck you. I don't know. But no, we don't know. We got Mega Diancie. Got arms. We got, I think that's a Delta Haxorus. He's got arms. Even Curum. He's got some arms. Mousehold is going to be running around in the infield everywhere. The little baby gets onto third as backup. That counts. It's kosher. Who cares? That's four baseball players in one. It's insanity. Delmize, you can catch. I don't know. Then we got some nice humanoid shapes. Thunderous, much better than Therian. Got the big buff arms. That's a good starting pitcher. We got Infernape. It's a monkey. Of course, he's going to play baseball. And then, ooh, the flower trick Meowscarada. You ain't hitting that flower trick pitch. Nidoqueen sitting at home. This team's good, even with Unknown and Torterra out in the outfield. You're lucky if you're getting the ball to the outfield. I'll tell you that much. So, what was the point of this? I don't know. You fucking wanted it. Do I have a little table at the end? Oh, who placed where? What's like the overall? No. Oh, hold on, I can find it. I can find it. This is not gonna work. I'm gonna have to like pick this up. Don't look at this. Don't look at this. Capital cities. This is where I got my picture. And then here is our standings. Yeah, we'll just zoom into that real quick. Oh, wait, hold on. I have to line it up. To line it up. So here's your standings. Here's the stats with them. It's totally made up, and it looks like I did more work than I did. I literally just said, that's a 2, that's a 3, that's a 5. It's all made up. So Johan in first, Gareth in last, where I'd expect them to end up in the standings. Unironically, based on what I think of these coaches, these are not impossible standings, more or less. I would I don't know, because it's Insurgent, so none of it's real, right? Some of these teams could be totally broken. But that's it. That's all I care to do. Hopefully this was entertaining for somebody. I don't want to make this too long, so let's run with it anyways. But probably way too much time making those graphics. But let's just go back and look at I wanted to hear. So thanks for watching, everybody. Again, I'm just fucking around here. Don't don't ask me for anything ever again. See you later. Have fun with the season. I'm not gonna watch any of these battles. Let me know who wins. And peace.